Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
I'm here with Chris Guest from Cannes Creative Arts North Staffs. You're here in the Creative Minds Festival. You've been working with a group. Do you want to tell us a bit more about what it is that you're doing here and the group that you're working with as well?
Yeah, sure. We've done quite a lot of workshops with the local communities. We've worked with over 225 young people from Haywood High School and also about 60 young people from Stoke College as well. That's myself and my colleague Gregor. So we work in the community. We do a lot of workshops based around art, but also anti-social behaviour and respect workshops. So today we're just putting up the show. Looking forward to the big opening tonight.
I'm looking at some of the stuff that you've done already and it's looking fantastic. Is it all based around urban art then? And is there a theme that's attached to this for you?
There's a theme based on Stoke and the positives of Stoke, but that's a loose theme really because we've had to engage young people from lots of different backgrounds, different abilities and different interests. It's not all based on urban art. No, we've got some graffiti here. We've got some downstairs based on stickers and magnets. We've got traditional paintings in the foyer. We've got banners. We've got pretty much everything really. We've covered the whole basis. Yeah. On the upstairs at the Britannia Suite, we've got some display boards from the design sessions we've been doing with Haywood High School. Really good stuff. They've worked on the legalities of graffiti. They've not just been encouraged to do graffiti. You know, we've talked about the legalities of it, what vandalism means, and the legalities and the punishments that are in process for that.
So teaching responsibility about urban art and graffiti, as well as how fun it is and how creative you can get with it. That's a really nice rounded package, isn't it? You've got to do both, really, haven't you?
That's it. Yeah, we've mainly concentrated. We work with young people who are disengaging as well, so it's to try and get them back into mainstream school, into mainstream lessons as well, but also just focus their attentions. A lot of them are interested in art. They have difficulty with maths and English, and art's a really good way of getting them back into mainstream. So we're doing lots of workshops all over the city really, coupling that idea of respectful citizenship and artwork that they're interested in.
It's a great message. It's a really good message. I like the fact that you're embracing the creativity, recognising that not everybody has got the strengths in the academic subjects, but nonetheless can express themselves in these ways and get a real sense of worth as well. Do you find that the people that are involved in it, they're really engaging and really enjoying it?
Yeah, we've had amazing feedback. Yeah, the schools have really loved it. I've got a comments board downstairs and everything's, this is amazing, sick lesson, all this. Yeah, so really good. Yeah, the good things about this workshop here was that we had young people with different interests. They all kind of liked or were intrigued by graffiti, but they didn't want to have the same piece of work looking the same. You know, they wanted to express their identity in it. So we've got some work that's talking about their friendships, their hobbies, some just their names. But yeah, we've worked in couples as well. So there's partnership work there and all sorts. Yeah, it's been really positive.
I'm loving it. It's very, very colourful. There's lots and lots of noise, colour and everything going on in them. And it really feels like they've just absolutely gone to town with it.
Yeah, we did. They were only hour workshops as well. So 1 hour. We had to do an introduction there, some design work, and then they got straight into it really. So I think they like that idea that it was immediate, but they've come up with a really quality piece of work at the end of it as well. They can take away and keep it in their rooms or their houses.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, there's something about being able to see the finished product at the end of it, which means that it keeps people engaged, doesn't it? Because they know they're going to see what they've done immediately, and that's a real special thing for them. What are the age group of the people that you've been working with?
I've been working with young people aged between about 11 to 15, I'd say, and they had a range of learning difficulties. And also, we work with able young people who were top set as well, so they were all working together, which is really good.
So now we are walking along to get into the theatre, isn't it? Round past the theatre. With my tour guide, Chris Guest. Plenty of stuff going on here. I can actually see a banner as well. Catherine Morling at Staffordshire Horde, of course, we spoke to her on the show before. And some more magnets on the radiators. Creative Minds, that looks beautiful. Just single letters on this one. People can change them round and make different words out of them. Do get interactive when you come to the festival. Most of the young people will be wanting to see how you interact with their work. Please do so.
There's loads and loads of canvas art. Again, this was with Stoke College and also Haywood High, so this was myself and Gregor working with quite a lot of young people, to be honest. We've forgotten how many numbers, but I know that I did 225, so that's a lot of work we put up today. There's canvas art that's, again, talking about what they like about Stoke, things like friends, music, scouts, and just family relationships. But as you walk along, there's I taught a lesson based on Banksy. A lot of them were already learning about Banksy, who's a famous graffiti artist, and I wanted to show them how they could achieve the same sort of work, but based on themselves. So we did some projection workshops where they could project their own faces up onto the canvas, and they turn themselves into a Banksy portrait.
Again, this is an instruction for you. Come and have a look at the canvases. They are brilliant. They are so accurate as well. You can see their faces. I mean, obviously you taught them about how to kind of patch in the paints and all that kind of stuff and how to do it, but they've done some great work. This is really good.
Yeah, it's a good one, this one. It's, I tried to couple the idea of traditional painting with modern day graffiti art as well. So it teaches them about the formal elements of art. So they have to understand how to draw everything in the right ratios, right, get all the angles right, but also work with colours that complement each other. So they learn the formal elements.
And I love that. I love that you're giving them that appreciation of the traditional, to understand the background to it. Really, it's one thing to just say this is graffiti, but the full appreciation of the journey that takes to get up to graffiti, that is brilliant. So a full education there, really, Chris, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that's part of what we do as a company. Really, we try not to just help young people produce nice pictures, but there's also an educational element to everything. If we do a mural, for example, then inside that mural there's things they can research, things they can learn more about and put more stories together, really. So it's much more than just pretty picture making. There's a lot more to it that young people get out of. If we look up, there's huge canvas painting now. This was with Gregor with Stoke College. Same sort of theme, yes. But these were the older age range now. So these are college young people who are studying art anyway. So this is really good. Some of the qualities here is amazing. We've got anything from got quite graphic Clariscliffe sort of landscapes of Stoke to collages to, we call him Spiky Man.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Robbie. Yeah, and we've got hanging banners all the way through as well. So they're good. Yeah, they learnt screen printing. So they've learnt painting, graffiti, drawing, and banner hanging as well, so they've learnt quite a full range. So
we've got the comments board here. We're just looking at the comments board down near the theatre, and do you want to tell us a bit more about it, Chris?
Yeah, sure. It's just in the entrance on the way to the theatre, and it's a comments board from the workshops we did at Haywood. It says Creative Minds and it says at Haywood High, and it's basically a bit of graffiti but with all the comments of the people I've worked with, so all the students basically, some of the teachers as well. And it's really nice, because it shows that these young people have got a presence, they've enjoyed it, they've learned something from it, and they're telling the viewer. Normally, they might do the work and you'll never see it outside of the school, but now it's in the public domain and they're telling the people about it, how much they enjoyed it. So it really values, what young people can learn from art.
What you can see here is just some fantastic enthusiasm, great lesson, enjoyed it, fantastic, great, amazing, brilliant. I love the lesson, and there's all so much positivity. You can tell that the young people have really, really buzzed doing this. It's an activity that they can get into anyway, but I think it's down to you and Grieger as well, and how you inspire as well. And I think there's definitely, it's needed, isn't it, to get that enthusiasm into group and get them working together and doing the work, as you just said, just doing the work and doing it all in an hour and managing to achieve so much. You've got to get them really buzzing about it, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got to go in there. We show work, but it's what they can achieve as well. So you've got to get them firing straight away. We've got a limited time span to get into the lesson. And some might start off very early morning, so we've got to get right in there, really enthuse them straight away, and also get them to produce the work that they want to produce. It's up to a good standard. So yeah, it's all steams ahead, I think. Yeah.
You've been involved in CANS with Grieger for how many years now?
It's coming up to our 7th year now. Yeah, 7th year. We've come from the City Council, working a lot with young people anyway, and then started to branch out across Staffordshire. Yeah, it's really good.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
7 years, that's longevity. And what does it mean for you to be involved in something like the Creative Minds Festival?
Yeah, it's really good. This is the 2nd year we've been doing the Creative Minds Festival. And the Regent's always been supportive of community work. They've always involved communities coming in, putting on shows. So that's, it marries with our business ethos. We're exactly the same, really. So yeah, it's good. It's our main focus really is making sure that young people's work gets seen outside of school. Young people are creating amazing work, but it just stays in, on the corridors, or it stays in the folders. So our job is to really get this work out, get it seen by the wider public, and get it appreciated. It's a massive forum for these young people to have an exhibition outside of school at their age in such a really nice venue. Yeah.
And I've always been an advocate of making arts accessible to all. Do you think that the Creative Minds Festival is something that makes that happen? Because you've not just got the participants, but you've got the audience as well, haven't you?
That's it, yeah. Just for example, the workshops that are coming up, it's open to everybody. Anyone can walk in, just drop by, come and see me on Friday, and we can do some artwork together. But yeah, exactly really. The festival's open to anybody. They can just drop in and do these workshops, they can also see the fantastic work that young people are creating. So yeah, it's all citywide really. No one's excluded from this festival, which is really good.